An out-of-place object in 1974. On a warm spring day in 1974, the Betz family wandered through their property on Fort George Island, Florida. The landscape bore the scars of a recent brush fire. As they surveyed the damage, something glinted in the ashes. A shiny, perfectly round object, shining silver against the dark soil. It was a heavy 8-inch sphere, weighing about 22 pounds, its surface perfectly smooth and unmarked. At first, the sphere seemed like an odd but harmless curiosity. Perhaps it was a cannonball from long-forgotten explorers, or even an old piece of industrial machinery. But as the Betz family took it home, the object began to reveal strange, almost otherworldly qualities. The family's son, Terry Betz, a 21-year-old pre-med student, was the first to notice something unusual. As he played his guitar one evening, the sphere began to hum and vibrate in response to the music. It wasn't just passive resonance. The vibrations felt deliberate, like the sphere was alive and reacting to the sound. Startled, the family began to test its behavior further. What they discovered defied logic. The sphere moved on its own, rolling across the floor and changing direction as if guided by an invisible force. It would stop suddenly, avoiding obstacles in its path, and at times it seemed to defy gravity by rolling uphill. The story spread like wildfire. Jacksonville newspapers ran headlines like, "Bizarre Sphere is Castle's latest mystery happening," referencing the Betz family's home, a grand mansion with its own eerie history. The house, once abandoned and rumored to be haunted, seemed a fitting setting for this unfolding mystery. Visitors flocked to the property, eager to see the sphere in action. Scientists, journalists, and UFO fans all wanted a glimpse of the object that defied the laws of physics. What lent credence to this family's extraordinary claims was the mother, Jerry Betz, herself, a pillar of the Jacksonville community. Known for her sharp business acumen and civic engagement, Jerry had built a successful trucking company and was active in local politics. Her reputation as a no-nonsense, pragmatic leader made her an unlikely purveyor of tall tales. If someone of Jerry's standing was willing to stake her reputation on the sphere's inexplicable behavior, many reasoned, perhaps there was more to this mystery than met the eye. The sphere's strange configuration. As the media frenzy grew, so did the attention of more official channels. The U.S. Navy was intrigued by reports of the sphere's strange properties and requested to examine it. They began by attempting to X-ray the object at the nearby Cecil Field Navy Station. However, the machine couldn't penetrate its dense metal exterior, which raised even more questions. Undeterred, the Navy transported the sphere to a more advanced facility in Jacksonville, equipped with stronger X-ray machines. The results were stunning. The sphere was hollow, with a shell approximately half an inch thick, but that wasn't all. Inside the sphere were 3 smaller metallic balls, along with traces of an unidentified powder, possibly sand. The configuration raised eyebrows. What was this object, and why was it built this way? The Navy concluded that the outer shell was made of stainless steel, but the sphere's purpose and origin remained unclear. There was a small triangular mark on the surface, which they suggested might explain its unusual rolling behavior, but this explanation failed to address its other strange properties. As the mystery investigation unfolded, Ron Kivett, a local radio host, became one of the most vocal supporters of the sphere's otherworldly nature. Kivett spent time with the Betz family, photographing the sphere and witnessing its bizarre behavior firsthand. He corroborated claims that the sphere moved as if it had a mind of its own, recounting an eerie moment when, as he was leaving the Betz mansion, the ball rolled to the edge of a glass table, seemingly stopping just short of falling off. Quote, "It was almost like it was saying, 'Don't forget me,'" Kivett remarked, a statement that would be repeated on shows like Ancient Aliens years later. Theories. As more people became involved in the investigation, theories about the sphere's origin began to proliferate. Some speculated that it might be a sophisticated gyroscopic device, part of a secret military experiment, or even an extraterrestrial artifact. The object's apparent ability to move of its own accord fueled the latter theory, with some convinced that it was a probe sent from another world. One of the most notable figures who investigated the sphere was Dr. J. Allen Hynek, a prominent astronomer and UFO researcher famous for his work on Project Blue Book. Hynek spent several days studying the sphere at the Betz residence, even requesting to sleep in the same room as it to observe its behavior firsthand. While his formal findings were never made public, Hynek's involvement lent a degree of scientific legitimacy to the investigation. In 1975, the National Enquirer assembled a panel of scientists to investigate UFO-related phenomena, and the Betz sphere was included in their study. The panel, which included Dr. Hynek, along with other notable figures such as psychologist Leo Sprinkle, examined the object during a conference in New Orleans. Reports from the investigation claimed that the sphere exhibited strange movements during the study, even rolling uphill once again. Meanwhile, more grounded explanations surfaced. A local artist named James Derling Jones claimed that 3 years earlier, he had been transporting a load of large metal spheres atop his Volkswagen bus for an art project. He suggested that the Betz sphere might simply be one of his missing spheres, which had fallen off the bus during his journey through Jacksonville. However, he was vague about the origin of the spheres, possibly hinting that they were stolen. Some questioned whether he was trying to capitalize on the media frenzy. Another theory came from a woman named Lottie Robinson, who claimed in the press that her children had played with a similar metal sphere in her garage for years. This led some to believe that the Betz sphere was nothing more than a common industrial object, like a ball check valve. Later, emission spectrographic analysis identified the sphere as stainless steel 431, a type commonly used in industrial machinery. Despite this, the Betz family and others weren't so easily convinced. Jerry Betz even questioned the notion that stainless steel couldn't be used by extraterrestrial civilizations, asking reporters, quote, "Who could say what's on another planet?" Dr. James Harder, a member of the National Enquirer's scientific panel, continued to pursue more extraordinary explanations. He insisted the X-ray results revealed that the smaller metallic balls inside the sphere were composed of elements heavier than anything known to science, with atomic numbers higher than 140. He even speculated that drilling into the sphere could cause it to explode like an atomic bomb, an assertion that, while sensational, was never substantiated by further research. A larger puzzle. The Betz sphere is not the only mysterious metallic orb to capture the world's attention. New discoveries have emerged that hinted at the possibility of a larger global phenomenon that could potentially shed light on the old mystery. Could the Betz sphere be just one part of a much larger puzzle? In 2023, during a U.S. Senate hearing, the Pentagon declassified video footage of an orb-shaped UFO zooming across the sky above the Middle East. Captured by a military Reaper drone in 2022, the object bore an uncanny resemblance to the Betz sphere, metallic, perfectly spherical, and fast-moving. Officials, including the director of the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, admitted they had no idea what the orb was, fueling speculation about its extraterrestrial origins. This sighting echoed a similar event from 2016, when a U.S. spy plane recorded another metallic orb over Mosul, Iraq, further raising questions about the potential global presence of these strange objects. Underwater explorations have uncovered equally puzzling finds. In 2014, fragments of a mysterious meteor crashed into the Pacific Ocean near Papua New Guinea. Led by Harvard professor Avi Loeb, a team of scientists embarked on a mission to recover the remnants of what they suspected could be interstellar material. Over the course of 2 weeks in 2023, they retrieved hundreds of tiny metallic spherules from the ocean floor, fragments believed to have originated from outside our solar system. Loeb's team confirmed that the spheres were composed of materials unmatched by anything found on Earth, further intensifying speculation about their extraterrestrial origins. Even ancient civilizations have left behind their own mysterious orbs. Archaeologists exploring the Temple of the Feathered Serpent in Teotihuacan, Mexico, discovered hundreds of metallic spheres buried beneath the structure. Ranging from 1.5 to 5 inches, these clay-core spheres were covered in pyrite. Their purpose, and the reason they were sealed in an underground chamber, remain unknown. From ancient temples to modern military zones, these spheres seem to transcend both time and explanation, leaving us to wonder if they share a common origin, or if they're simply an eerie coincidence. The sphere today. As for the Betz sphere, the fervor surrounding the object began to die down as time passed, yet the mystery never truly went away. The Betz family, once open to sharing their discovery, became more private. The constant media attention had taken a toll, and they withdrew from the public eye. Jerry Betz later admitted that she had burned the X-rays of the sphere to protect her family from further scrutiny. The whereabouts of the sphere today remain unknown. Some believe it was sold to a private collector, while others think it may have been seized by the military under mysterious circumstances. One tantalizing clue emerged when Dr. Hynek's son claimed that a similar sphere had been kept in their home for years and that he remembered playing with it as a child. Could it have been the same object? The Navy, while downplaying the sphere's significance, reportedly made several attempts to reclaim it after publicly dismissing it as a mere curiosity. Did they know something they weren't revealing? And why did the Betz family remain so protective of an object that, by official accounts, was nothing more than a well-balanced ball of steel? To this day, no definitive explanation has emerged for the Betz sphere. Whether it was an advanced piece of technology, a misunderstood artifact, or something far more extraordinary, the questions remain. What do you think the Betz sphere is? Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you for watching Dark 5. Like and subscribe to continue exploring the greatest mysteries of this world and beyond.